don't remember anything. These were whack. Thinking that I read them was just a fever dream. It's getting crazy. Like, I hate this video. Wow, what a ride. I feel traumatized. What just happened? I am in denial. Wow. Hi. So, today is the day that we are going to do our little Tokyo Ghoul readathon. So we're going to be reading Tokyo Ghoul and I'm very excited. So I'm going to be doing it in the form where people use a stopwatch. So every time they read, they start the stopwatch and they try to read for 24 hours straight. Now, this is only a 13 book series, so I don't think it's going to be taking me a full 24 hours, but basically we're going to do the stopwatch thing and try to see how long it takes me, and we're going to aim for under 24 hours or just at 24 hours because I don't know how long it's going to take me to read all of these, and this is all I'm going to be reading in this vlog, and I'm very excited. Like, I want the Tokyo Ghoul vibes. Like, it's so good. That is the plan. And so we're going to be starting this today and just seeing how long it takes me. So let's get into it. Hello. So, this feels awkward. I started this vlog Monday. It is now Thursday. Oopsies. So I haven't updated in a few days. I have not read past the first volume. So that's a bit silly of me. It feels a little bit silly to do the stopwatch thing for the series because it is only 13 volumes and it only took me about a little over half an hour to finish this volume, and I did the math. And it's only going to take me 8 hours to finish the whole series. So I feel like it's a bit silly to do the whole stopwatch thing and try to do it in 24 hours because obviously I'm going to do it in 24 hours. No, I just want to have fun with it too. So I'm still kind of trying to decide what I want to do. That being said, and out of the way, I finished this volume. I read it in one sitting. It was so good. I forgot how good it was, and I feel like now is the perfect time to pick it up because I'm really vibing with it. I've tried to pick it up and like start it again a couple times, but I just couldn't get into it. But I was really feeling it this time, and I feel like now is, like I said, the perfect time to do so. I loved it. The vibes were great. I love the artwork, and it's stunning. And it's like gruesome, but not like overly done in like a way that I feel disgusted. Where it's like satisfying. That's a little bit concerning for me to say. I'm going to start volume 2 tonight, I think, and just read on from there and see what I feel. And I'll try to keep it as non-spoilery as I can, but if there's spoilers, I will definitely like put it on the screen or something so you know that there's like spoilers, so you know to skip away. I'm very excited to continue with this. I loved it. I don't remember how far I got. I feel like I got to like volume 7 or 8. Maybe I'll be able to tell by the covers. I feel like I got to volume 8 before, but like honestly, everything is like fuzzy in my mind. I don't remember anything because I didn't remember like half the stuff that happened here. I remember the first chapter, but then after that, everything I forgot. And I was reading it, I was like, oh yeah, this is what happened. But then some stuff felt new. So like, I don't know what that says about my memory. Let me show you the box set because it's gorgeous. This is the box set. And it like wraps around. This is the back, and this is the other side, and like it's just so aesthetically pleasing, and I love the colors on it. And it opens up obviously, and then look at how it's like good all the spines up together. Like look at that, it's just like such a vibe, and it's just so I love it so much. I'm so excited to continue the series. But that's basically all I had to update. I don't know what I'm gonna do pertaining to like the challenge thing. I might still just do the stopwatch just to see how long it takes me, just for a silly goofy time, you know, just for some giggles. And I don't really have much else to say, so I'm going to jump right back into rating. I don't know what my accent just changed into there. I'll update you when I have some thoughts. So, goodbye. I got updates. I, unfortunately, have forgotten about the stopwatch. I know. I know. So we're just not gonna do the stopwatch thing anymore. So I read volume 2 and volume 3 in their entirety, and I have some thoughts. Volume 3, it was beautiful. I love this cover. I forgot how intense that this character is. She is a very intense girly. And we have been introduced to the opposing force already, and I forgot how early we're introduced to them, and everything is already starting to get really heated. There was a really, really heartbreaking scene and like a heartbreaking thing that happened in this volume that I completely forgot about, and it still hurt the same this time around. I knew this thing happened, but I didn't quite remember when. It happened in this one, so it was really sad. I love the mask maker and the mask that he makes Kaneki. Iconic. And then I followed up with volume 3. First of all, look at this cover. Hello. Just look, all the colors, and oh. Plus this character, I just love her very much. I absolutely flew through this. It was very action-packed from the very first page. Like, there was just so much happening this whole volume, and I had a great time with it. So far, I am finding the action scenes pretty easy to follow. Like, I understand what's going on. I loved this volume. It was very sad. So much happened. Like, it's crazy. This morning, I picked up volume 4. I read a chapter of this one, I think. Nothing has really happened. I really love Kaneki's best friend, Hyde. He is a genius without even trying to be. Like, he is a smart cookie. He reminds me of the Zapdos Pokemon. I think it's because of his hair. The similarities are very much there. Like I was saying last night, I definitely picked this up at a good time because I am very much vibing with it at the moment, and it's just speaking to me, you know? So that is my updates. I'm going to film some videos today and then dive right back into Tokyo Ghoul and just completely devour the story. So I'm very excited. I feel like this video has completely deviated from what I wanted it to be, but you know, it's okay. We're still making progress. I have finished volumes 4 and 5. Honestly, these were whack. These were absolutely crazy. We learned more about this character, and it was literally like non-stop action pretty much, and there was like this huge plot twist that I completely forgot happened. I don't think that I actually read these before, and me thinking that I read them was just a fever dream. Like, I just read them in my dreams and thought that it was real life, because I'm not remembering a single thing. So it's literally like reading it for the first time again. And you know, I always say that I would like to sell my soul to read some things again, and I'm starting to think that maybe it's already been sold based on my lack of remembering for the series, because it's weird. But yeah, I finished volumes 4 and 5, and they were very good. They were crazy. And then we were introduced to this character at the end of volume 5, and I am very intrigued to who this man is, because he's a little wacky. So I'm giving myself an extension. Initially, I wanted to read this series in a week, but it is Sunday. I started this Monday, and I'm only on volume 6. So I'm giving myself a few days extensions. We have completely deviated from the stopwatch thing by accident. So this is just a casual Tokyo Ghoul reading vlog, and you know, that's okay. Very much enjoying this so far. I love these covers and like the simplicity and like the size of them. It's just perfect. I'm having a great reading experience. So I'm going to jump into volume 6 and see what happens from there. Hello. It has been such a rainy day today, and I actually woke up at a decent time. Who am I? I woke up at 9 today, but then I was reading, and right after I finished volume 6, I accidentally fell asleep. I didn't even mean to. I was just laying there, and the next thing you know, I was waking up, and it was like an hour or two later. But I have finished volume 6, and wow, many things happened in this. This is one of the things that I did remember, so this made me realize that I did indeed read Tokyo Ghoul before, and I wasn't just making it up in my head, because I remember that this happened, but like I forgot how crazy it gets, and like how like, oh, it was, I don't know what that noise was, but it's getting crazy. Like, we were introduced to more ghouls and like crazy people. So then I'm going to jump into volume 7, which this is the cover of the box set. So I'm very excited for this, and I know I remember some things that happened in here, and I'm very excited to see it play out again. Oh, but I do have to say, in this volume, like halfway through, it just got really like info dumpy. They were talking about like the different types of things. I remember like reading about that in these volumes the last time, which I think is why I put it down, because I was just like, all right, this is too much information. I'd rather just learn along the way. But it wasn't too bad this time around because I was expecting it and I was kind of able to process it better than I was the first time. That is something that was kind of iffy to me. So I liked this volume, but just like the info dummy part, I could have done without. I'm going to start this soon and I'm very excited. I have 8 volumes left and I am not ready to end. I'm pretty sure 7 or 8 is where I got to last time, so I'm about to get to like the new content that I don't know, and I'm excited. This one I remember being crazy, and Mr. Kaneki goes through it, and I am not ready to see my child in pain like that because it is very sad. That is my update. That's all I have to say. I'm going to go now. I just won't be the loud tears. So I read both volumes, 7 and 8. 8 was indeed the last volume that I got up to, and I feel traumatized. I felt like I was not breathing the whole entire time I was reading these. I read them both back to back, and I read them super fast without breaks. So I felt like I was quite literally holding my breath the whole time, and I felt very lightheaded afterwards. I was breathing, but it felt like I wasn't. And literally so much happened. My poor boy Kaneki. And we learned more backstory into some characters, and they're so sad. Like, why are all backstories so like heartbreaking? Why can't we just have like a good backstory for once, you know? Like, they deserve at least some happiness in their life, because now everything is like crazy still. Like, why are we putting them through so much? Also, it's now thundering outside. Mother Nature has some things to say too. Wow, what a ride. I'm so nervous to get to volume 9 though, because I don't know nothing. This was like the last of what I knew, and even then I barely knew anything, so it's gonna be a time. There was one part in this volume though that had my jaw dropped. I completely forgot about it, and I was like, what are you doing? Kind of worked in their favor, so I am very excited for both of these. And yeah, these were a great time. I'm so nervous but so excited to get to volume 9. Oh, it's gonna be a wild ride. I thought things were getting crazy, and they're getting crazier, and I don't know whose side I'm on. It's undecided still. It's just crazy. This is such a good series, and I'm so glad that I get to experience it. What just happened? So hello, it is Wednesday today. Today, I'm going to be finishing Tokyo Ghoul. I have 5 volumes to read. Well, I have 4 volumes to read now, and I have some things to say. So, I've read volumes 9 and 10. I read this last night, and I just read this all. My brain is fried. What is going on? Wow. I have a mosquito bite on my pinky, and look at how awful that looks. It looks like it was broken. Volume 9, this was very slow going. This was like months after what happened in volume 8. And I was like, okay, this was a nice change of pace. Let me have a little breather, you know, because the last volumes were crazy. So this one was like a little bridge between the two, and we got introduced to a lot of new characters, and there was the reveal at the end of this volume. And it segued right into volume 10. We met this character, which this cover, this is a mood. Like, this is how I constantly feel all the time, just crying and sad. What the heck? This was slow going, but then like halfway through it got really crazy, and my brain cannot process what I just read and what I just witnessed. The last like couple chapters, I was just laying there and I was like, what the heck is happening? Like, what is going on? I do not understand, but like, I'm so nervous for the rest of the series. Like, come on. And I'm finishing it today. I don't know how my brain is going to handle all of this. It's taking a turn that I wasn't expecting it to, and that all of the opposing forces are meeting now, and like, it's crazy, and like, wow. I already want to reread the series, even though I haven't even finished it yet. Don't know why I waited so long to read it. I should have done it sooner, because wow. Literally this whole clip is just me saying I don't understand and wow, because this is crazy, and like, yeah. I need to take a break because that was a lot. So I feel like what my plans are going to be is I'm going to read a little bit, then I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to read a volume and take a break, because I feel like that's how I need to process it. I'm very happy that I'm documenting my experience reading these, because it's crazy. I wish I would have done this for Demon Slayer, but you know, you live and you learn, and I'm having a great time with this, and I cannot wait to start volume 11. I'm so nervous to see how this is going to wrap up, though. Like, I have no idea where this is going or how it's going to turn out. Like, I'm here for the ride, and like, oh, it's getting so good. It feels very weird vlogging like this because I haven't done it in forever. I am now on volume 14 and I am not ready. And I'm about to finish this whole series. I look very rough. Yeah, I am about to finish Tokyo Ghoul and I'm very, very nervous, but it's so good. But I feel like there's like still more to happen, and I don't know how it's gonna wrap up in volume 14. Like, there's still more that, like, I want to go on, but I just don't know if it's going to happen. But I love these volumes. I love the cover of this one. Literally, I was speechless. This volume had me like gasping out loud, like IRL reactions. It was crazy. And there was a couple quotes that were like really good in these volumes. I was like, wow. I'm so excited, but I'm so sad and I'm so scared. Like, hello. So I have finished Tokyo Ghoul. I refuse to believe that this is canon. I feel like this volume is fan fiction. This isn't actually what happened in the story. This was just a concept that accidentally got published. None of this really happened. I am in denial. That didn't really happen, did it? That's not really went down, is it? No, but seriously, I have finished Tokyo Ghoul, and what a series. It was so good. I'm very glad that I finished it. This was definitely the right time to pick it up because I was having the time of my life with it. I had a good time with it before when I read it, but now I felt like I was ready for it. Honestly, I think I might need to reread this volume because what? I was gonna reread it again earlier, but I was like, no, I cannot put myself through that again because this isn't even real. Also, my copy is like messed up because normally in every volume they have like a cool little front page, but mine is in the back and it's cut wrong, so it's like, but you know, I think it kind of looks cool. Yeah, I finished Tokyo Ghoul and I'm so glad that I did this vlog to document my thoughts and everything. It's been a very fun vlog to film. Definitely need to do more of these in the future for like designated series reading because I had such a good time. So my thoughts on Tokyo Ghoul: I loved it. I feel like it was still missing something for me. Like, I feel like it didn't fully wrap up, but there is another series called Tokyo Ghoul Re, which I told myself I wasn't going to read because I heard somewhere that it's not the best. But, you know, I need to know what happens after this because there's no way that is the end. Like, no, honey boo boo. That can't be how it's end. Yeah, I really enjoyed the series and it was just crazy to like see the character progression and just like what Kaneki went through and like what all the other characters went through and like all the plot reveals and like literally everything. It was crazy. It was really good. If you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend it. Just bear in mind it is very gruesome and intense. Because, you know, there's ghouls and they eat people, so obviously it's gonna be kind of disturbing, but it's so good. But yeah, so we made it to the end of this vlog. I can't believe I read the entirety of Tokyo Ghoul, and I'm so glad that you were able to experience it with me. If you've read Tokyo Ghoul, definitely let me know your thoughts, because I would love to have a conversation about it, because it was so good. I'm still in shock. Like, it has been hours since I finished this, and I have not been able to stop thinking about it since. Like, wow. I definitely feel like more could have happened, but it did wrap up pretty fast, and the way that it wrapped up made sense, but I feel like there's still more to the story, which is definitely why there's another series, so I'm going to be picking that up sometime. Not right now, because I need some time away, because that was too much for me and my little brain. If you made it to this point, I love you so, so, so much. Thank you. Comment down below a coffin emoji, because that is what this book did to my soul. All of my socials will be linked in the description. My Twitter, my Instagram, my Twitch, and my Goodreads. This was such a fun vlog to film. I definitely need to do more designated series, because this was great. I love you all very, very much. I will see you in my next video. Goodbye. I need to clean my glasses.